Spoiled. That's just kind of my you know, my side bitch. All right, we can do it. So where are we at with this? Oh god, it's so even again. Vengeur actually got over 50%. Agent was ahead the whole way before. We're getting pretty lucky, I think, with the quality of games that we're getting today. Because one risk that Timelimit Duel has, especially when you've got players that are of more differing skill levels, is you can more likely have stomps. We haven't really seen that much in the way of stomps though today, I don't think. I dare say that we haven't had any stomps today. And I was kind of just like, you know, we'll hold it now, touch wood and everything, because we're going to get some stomps at some point. Yo, Garpy, cheers for the host, man. I hope you had fun this evening. I think UK represent on Twitter. Oh, stronger Scott, you man. Garpy, let's keep that activity up. Yo, guys, let's get into this. It is Vengeur versus Agent in the winner bracket semi-finals of the ZLive Duel Series. I am on Vengeur to start with. Interesting combo of Nyx versus Doom, and he's chasing all the way. I say all the way. It was all the way till the fraction of a second before he went out of Ghost War.
Balls out.
Oh, beautiful chicken. Cheers for the gifted sub, man, to Slow Bros as well. Ooh. Oh, no! So nice to so well less. Oh, Agent's going to pick up one more. Oh, God, that's also going to come to the next one, dude. I'm looking forward to it. Maybe it's happening because he's not 19 anymore, guys. Something to be careful of. Agent's going to get one more. We're having a fast first minute on Awoken. We haven't really had, like, a small map yet. So I'm interested to see how fast can it get. He can't deny the LG in time, which would have been lovely for him. Moves into Banana, and Vengeur's just going to track him down completely. Or rush down towards... Oh, this is so bad for Agent, because he just used his ability. So now off the spawn, again, he's not going to have that Ghost Walk. Vengeur really needs LG. He needs it ASAP, and he's going to be able to possibly chase.
Balls
Timing
out.
seems a little off on that one. 21 months. Holy crap, Garpy. Thanks, dude. Do you get a special prize at 24? Yeah, I'll seed you less than... I'll seed you more than 12. And I'll give you a cupcake. Ghostwalk used again. Kind of almost at random, it seemed. Just found him on the side. Vengeur needs to get himself a rail, play that long range game. He's so good with that weapon. Nice little double jump that he gets. But he does miss one of the rockets. Almost opened up a possible frag. And the Agent does detect that he's over there. Vengeur's rotations on the lights are not quite together. And I don't think he can squeeze his way through the hole in the wall. Trying to do the best that he can, just get any kind of damage with the weaponry that he has available to him without having to take time to go out of position and get himself that rail. So he makes the jump across now. Almost gets a flick in time. Oh, but that's actually Ghostwalk just being used. Yo, Roman with the 60 months. Can you have 1.3 cupcake? I'll think about it. ZLive cupcakes for sale soon at bakeries near you. Thanks very much, Roman. Oh, those rails for a rail. Vengeur giving a little bit of space. Oh, not where you want to go. Hits a direct rocket. Follows up with a bit of splash, but it is Agent who is going to continue building a lead. Which was disappearing for a while, but he managed to stem the bleeding. He's actually taking a nasty amount of damage. He's got to be really, really careful, because Vengeur can hit middies like there's no tomorrow. A single nail connecting. He is going to go up regardless. Risky play to make. Doing all of that, Vengeur is going to use his Berserk. And Agent's got to back away. Still trying to control some of these hourglasses at the same time. I don't know if he'll actually drop down. Just because it is a sketchy position in that little cavern. Really good rails from Agent, actually. And this Ghost Walk, I mean, he's holding up position at the mega health. And the rocket means that there's no way that Vengeur can push for this. And this is a map that in round limit duel Vengeur's been absolutely invincible at. But he's going versus a pretty worthy adversary here. And it's difficult with the seeding to tell who's where at the moment. As I said earlier, because we don't have any data on time limit competitive duels in Quake Champions for Europeans. This is where we start setting the bar. Ow. That was a lot more damage came out a lot faster than I expected. That was nuts. Vengeur, I think he's going to reposition himself over towards heavy. Short. No, he's going for damage instead. He forces out the Ghost Walk. Now he can head over toward that heavy armor. Checking if he's going to be leaping over towards the small health bubble. But Vengeur, he needs to make sure this timing is totally locked down. I feel like he caused hesitations just by not having full rotations on the lights before. Which is something the Agent has through feeling flawlessly. Unless he is actually manually timing each individual item, but that's something else. That's some Zorak War levels of timing. Forcing himself through, oh my god, really aggressive, and he finds the rail a second and a half before Agent has got his Ghost Walk back up. So Vengeur giving himself plenty of time to go for the W still. Does force out the Ghost Walk again, but he's over jumped, and that means that the heavy is going to go towards Agent. A good leading rocket to prevent any pushes. Whoa, that's a nasty shot. Little double jump helps him get across. Needs to be careful of him. Connector finds him. Little sidestep keeping him alive. He's barely making it across. Oh, an Agent still pushes the angle. It's going to re-extend that lead. It was that jump, that rocket jump on Doom, where he fell over towards the shotgun, which prevented from continuing control. As soon as Agent was able to feel a little bit comfortable with that heavy armor, he's got right back into the game. It's small moments like that. The rocket jump in itself was fine to go up to rail, but the fact that he fell on the other side, that was the big nightmare. Now Vengeur needs just a big series of out-aiming. He managed to hit two kind of clean rails, but Agent started fighting back a little bit, and Vengeur is early as hell for this mega. He's had to get the hell away, and he's not going to be able to because Agent's excellent on the rails. Right off the spawn, looking for a punch. You can see the leap coming towards him. And looks like he's forcing a spawn once again. Oh, this is so smart from Agent. Finds him again. Little LG tickle. It's so deliberately played from him. There's going to be mega up in 5 seconds. He might even find one more kill during this period. He's just realized he's not going through a teleporter, so you can chase this directly. But now he's going to have to do damage onto the mega. Maybe overcommitting. It looked like such a nice play, but couldn't get the reward that he needed. But now he can. What's happening? Agent's just hitting everything. We're looking at last chance now for Vengeur. 6 frags, a minute and 45. Ghost Walk just being used. Mega about to spawn. Vengeur needs to put every trick in the book right now. He's going to have to chase through the teleporter. Defensive rockets are coming in. There is the mega health that spawned. Agent's not going to look for the turnaround on the item pickup. And now half of that cooldown is gone. Agent's made some noise. Got that Ghost Walk. He's going to use it. Vengeur needs to make a read. Miss rail. And almost a minute killed. Vengeur pushes in. I mean, how much can he really get done in 60 seconds? This is going to be a test of what's possible in this game. Or, you know, more of a test of how Agent's going to be defensive as hell. He's going to find him. There's still no Ghost Walk. But he can't chase. Agent's so much more nimble. And that's going to be 30 seconds to go. This, to me, looks like the game fading away. Oh, he's just made a really sick rocket jump. But he needs to be forcing those spawns. He's still going back over to Mega. And now Agent. There's the Ghost Walk. But does he know where he's going to go? He's heading over towards the light armor. But Agent's not going to follow him directly. He's going to try and get as far away from him as humanly possible. I love that Vengeur's still going for it. Despite the chances of him making a comeback completely non-existent. Great effort from Vengeur. Agent does have the last say in the game. With his Nyx, he's going to win map 1. And by the way, Tox did beat Chera in the winner bracket quarterfinal. Alright, what map do we go to next is the question. Blood Run? Oh, Blood Run surely got removed. So we're going Blood Covenant. Yeah, so that was Blood Run was the obvious first ban from Vengeur. So Blood Covenant is next. So that means no Doom allowed to be played from Vengeur, no Nyx allowed to be played from Agent. I reckon that Vengeur's going to go to Nyx now. I think. Unless someone's going to go through a Visor. Agent goes Visor. So this might make Vengeur think twice about using Nyx. But I still think Nyx is a pretty good pick versus Visor. Check his stream. He's got his funk on, I'll tell him that. Agent's having what is a good weekend right now, but it's a Thursday. Agent looks like he's having a great time.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in.
Alright guys, let's move into the second map, guys. Agent is a map up. And we are going to have Visor versus Visor in the end. I think Vengeur was maybe thinking about, do I want to go with the Nyx? Because Nyx is such a great pick here, in my opinion. But just kind of doubting the possibilities going versus a Visor. Even though I would still rate Nyx as a fun pick. But maybe it's just that if you do not have the control and you start to die, then it's just those spawn frags can come in so fast. Vengeur seems to have the early control. As whether or not he can do anything with this. I'm surprised how many rails Agent's been hitting, considering how much he's been enjoying this weekend. But he's eating rockets at the moment. Vengeur's not hitting those rails, though. Alright, Vengeur's starting to hit rails. Exchange rails is absolutely fine for him. He needs to continue. I feel like his accuracies have been not ideal. Hourglasses. That's going to be heard loud and clear, though, by Agent. He's going to try and block off some of these choke points. It is such a flawless execution of that. Does take that 60 damage rocket, which stings quite a bit. Where are these rocket to rail combos, or just the rail shots? These are follow-ups that I'd really expect every day of the week, and suddenly Agent hits tons of damage. But there it is. Agent, a little bit risky. Maybe if he got to the lip, he could just grab it and get onto the mega health in time, but it was a lot to ask for. And that rail definitely tells Agent to back off a bit. There's one rail. It's early. Or he's messed up his movement a little bit. Just when he had the opportunity to get the finishing blow. I think there's a little bit of hesitation. He's got ammunition on the rail. I was hoping to keep him on the platform a bit. I know I was listening to Vengeur's stream last week, and he's saying his LG's feeling good, but he does feel that his rail might be a little bit off at the moment. And I don't know if I'm reading into it a bit too much, or if he was being modest or something like that, because his rail still is very good. But I do feel like there's a sparkle missing from a rail that there once was. Good effort there to get onto the heavy area quickly, but can't get the execution on the rocket jump. And this is just not a comfortable lead right now. One frag is so little. It's a lead, but it's virtually meaningless at this stage, I'd say. Oh, there's a drop all of a sudden from Agent. He found a safe drop, but he's now eaten a direct rocket and another direct. Brave move from him, but when getting into the rocket fires, that seems to be something that Vengeur's far happier to deal with. That rail would have been the finishing blow. Well, he's rushing his shots. That kind of angle, you kind of have to rush because you're exposed. He's gonna go for another. He does go for another. This time he's hitting the flick. He's still got 5 rails left. Agent comes from the re-peak, which caught him off guard so badly. Agent looked like he wasn't even expecting him to come over there. Otherwise, it seemed like the perfect chance to get the spawn frag. Vengeur's going to get onto rockets quickly. And Agent's not going to deny rail from him. That's something that he's usually so good at doing. Hits the rail nonetheless. Oh, now he pushes in for the kill. LG out. Should be a formality. I'd say it wasn't in the end. Vengeur gets some good damage, and look at that. We've just hit the 5-minute mark, and we are 2 for 2. And Vengeur's got to find some damage out of somewhere. Piercing side was just used from him. I want to take a look at some control very soon, and actually more so the accuracies. Big rocket from Vengeur. I'm going to get a chance to do that. 31% from him. It's 36% from Agent. He's fired fewer though. And I also don't expect him to hit as many rails as Vengeur. Getting rid of some overstack there. Vengeur does have a chance to go over to the mega health first. And he's getting rocket jumps done. Makes it over in time. He actually pushes through. Agent doesn't realize it, but he's hit 140 damage with rockets. And he's got piercing sight as soon as he wants it. He wants it now. Agent looking for a mid-air halfway through. That's optimistic, but not a bad shot to go for. Rocket to rail combo. This one comes out from Vengeur. Those are the devastating combos that can put you back in the game. Piercing sight. Goes in. Gets the pre-fire shot. And Agent now, he's feeling a little bit stuck. He makes it out. Piercing sight going to be necessary now to stay alive. Makes it around the corner. He's still railable though, and Vengeur, yeah, he's chasing all the way down with the LG. We'll go back over to Vengeur, who's even rocket jumping across that, wants to get himself over to the heavy. He's investing resources into this. And machine gun damage coming in. Getting close to land the LG. And he might even be able to race over and get to Mega in time. That's optimistic. Optimistic by me to assume he could. No rails. Is he going to get the click? Yep. You bet your house on it on this stage. Look at your ammo bar. I was going to say Vengeur and Tox, but pretty much everybody. Oh, the follow-up. Oh, there's a rocket as well, though. It's becoming harder to tell who's going to take this one, and there is Mega up. Vengeur, anxious going to the top of the bounce pad, but has the item safely. And that's Vengeur to defend for 2 minutes. I think he's still going to be looking for frags with control. He's going to find him. There's one good rocket. Follow-up rocket's great, and the LG. His rocket game, it's so much nicer than his other weapons, I feel like, at the moment. Maybe his LG is still remarkably good, but it's just his rockets that are just phenomenal, I think. They change the games for him. A little bit of out of range algae. Does a whole lot of nothing. Vengeur just has to be very, very stable with control. He don't make too many risks. Keep it together. And defend those pushes. And Agent's going to be trying to push in a moment. So I'm going to go over to him. This final minute, we need to see if Agent can make it back into this. He is looking for the map win and the series win with that victory on Blood Covenant. Oh my god, he lands a direct. And he's going to find him down at the bottom by the teleporter. Splash misses, but he's chasing through. And Vengeur, they're just playing it hiding through the teleporter. And he's like, I'm sure I'm going to find him. He quickly turns around. There's the Mega. Oh, 50 damage. Into the LG. 30 seconds. Agent has brought it into contention right now. Vengeur is in a scary, scary spot. And he's been found. Piercing sight will be heard, though, by Vengeur. He might be able to make it over to the railgun, too. Which would be very, very useful. Now we've got 10 seconds. Agent's got to go for the chase. He's found him. Does land the rail. 5 seconds to go, but there's a mid-air landed by Vengeur. 45 health left. The rail lands, but the time limit goes. And Vengeur is going to hold on to the second map. And we're going to go over to a tiebreaker. Seriously, seriously close stuff at the end. That defensive rocket that Vengeur landed, the mid-air, that was huge. That halted the momentum that Agent had going into the room pretty hard. And not only halted the momentum, it reduced the life that Agent had. So he couldn't make those just brute force pushes. He had to be a little bit more strategic or tactful going around the corners of the pillars and so on. So without that mid-air, I'm pretty sure, you know, we're looking at sudden death. Thanks, Lisco. I appreciate it. Gotta dress. I hope you guys dressed up well as well, by the way, for the inaugural ZLive Duel Series. If you guys didn't, then what was the point in me doing it? If you don't have your tie on, shame on you. Oh, well, that's the second option phase. I was going with either suit, or like, you know, shirt, tie, or, you know, nothing. I can't read Salirikspul. So we're going over to Vale last. Ooh, this is spicy now. I'm actually so excited to be watching Vale played and casting Vale as well on Timelimit Duel. Am I getting like called on Skype or something? What's going on? Alright, we're good. So, what are our picks? Oh. Okay, Agent is going Eisen. We're going double Eisen. Brutal Quinn. I think that's what Agent does to declare his readiness. Oh, no, he did say ready anyway, so he's just Agent. Alright, I mean, Eisen's a good champion to have left over for this, because I believe Galena was banned out. So saving that champion for this map, it makes a lot of sense. They are just like pointing at each other. One of them is pointing at him, and the other's pointing like away.
Round begins.
Like he's cross-eyed or something. I don't know. Guys, let's do this. We are on the tiebreaker map here in the winner bracket semi-finals between Vengeur from Myztro and Mr. Agent. Just quickly. Well, I don't even know if he got rid of that turret in the end. And the problem for Vengeur is he doesn't really have much in the way of weapons. He's got the rockets now. He lands like 1.5. Overall, I think he landed like 1 1/3 rockets. Agent is going to be the one to get a frack, and he had 2 points of health left. I think Vengeur just wants to chase right through, and he just goes full speed through the teleporter. And up the bounce pad again. It's going to be a freebie up there, and I think we had turrets fighting against each other. All direct! He doesn't have the rail at the moment, though. Decided not to chase the angle. He feels it's just a little bit sketchy. An extra point of damage is going to help Vengeur keep his position. He's keeping that position on rockets. You see, he's working with so few weapons. But he spent so much time denying the rockets, and now he's made Agent pay for that weapon. Thing is, he's run out of ammunition himself, so he needs to make it back there and eventually get over to the rails. And he's thinking about, do I go for rail or do I wait for the rockets? He's elected to go for the rockets instead of getting position onto that that heavy. Oh my god, the amount of damage there. Both players are weak. Oh, just misses through the grates. I think he got the wrong angle there, but it's so difficult to go for deliberately. And Agent managed to find a cheeky rail shot. Tied up 2 for 2. So So Vengeur's got the algae and the rail. I feel like he struggled a bit with having too few weaponry early on. I liked what he was doing with rockets, but the fact that he rarely had the algae or rail to work with, it just hurt him. But he's done great damage now. I mean, he's got algae and rockets to work with. He's going to fly through the teleporter outside the map. Surprising amount of people who tell me they didn't know that there was a teleporter on that part of the map. If you jump out the window, and if you can do half a strafe jump, you can make it through the teleporter that will bring you into the rail room. He's been so weak this whole time, but he holds on to it with assistance from the turret. He's got resist on 4 HP. He makes it, but the push in with the machine gun. Oh my god. That just about works. There's going to be a rail shot coming in a second. Heavy's up, dude. Heavy is up. He's not gone over to it. Did Vengeur do that deliberately, or does he just not have timing on it? I think he needs to back away, get the rail, get the 225s. Now he's got position on where Agent is. Found him. First rocket misses. The second and third were okay, but now Agent is back into the lead. Oh, the pummel. That's actually a nasty amount of damage. He's dead. He does get pummeled anyway. Agent, he takes the risk and it just wasn't worth it. Oh, these rockets. So close connecting on like the lip, but just not making it. Finds a bit of damage with the turret. Knows he has a little bit of time to pick up everything that he needs before more pressure's applied. Oh, direct. Has to like aim past the turret in order to get an angle. We're running low on LG. It's also rockets gone. He hits another rail shot down at the bottom, but he can't flick in time. So that's going to be Mega going to Agent, but this is a chaotic map at best. Good predictive rocket from Vengeur. He should get onto the heavy now. There it is. Breaks out in time, takes no additional damage, and we're now at the halfway mark. He drops again. Okay, I don't know why he dropped again. I know you can sometimes accidentally do that, but he did have his position steady for a second. He goes for another pummel attempt, but it acquires nothing. Overlay scores need updating, my bad. We are 1 for 1 at the moment, guys. This is the tiebreaker. Agent won Awoken, which was Vengeur's map pick, and Vengeur won Bloodcom, which was Agent's map pick. And the Agent at the moment is looking better leading into the second half of map 3. 7-4. Good control. Is he going to play the no rail room strat that we've seen him play before? Vengeur keeps going with these defensive rockets. It is Agent who's swallowing the resources, but it is Vengeur doing the vast bulk of the damage. Vengeur does die, but he did so much. However, is it going to mean anything now that Agent is picking up items again? Vertical LG from Vengeur is actually really stupidly strong. Tribal. Oh, the tribal connects with him in midair. Who's going to win the spawns? I think Agent gets a better spawn there. There's an algae on the floor. It's going to be picked up. Very little amount of health. He tries to get one more rocket out. But Agent's got that stack to work with. A lot of turret work going around that rocket. They keep swapping them over. Oh, Vengeur. Well, that sound going off of the turret and him shooting back at it doesn't hear that Agent is backstabbing him. That's a really nice play from Agent. He's 6 frags ahead, and now we're getting to that point where Vengeur can no longer really make mistakes. Everything that he invests into the game now has to give returns of score of some sort. Just find a window of time where he can... Oh my god. Looked like he was going to jump across. Vengeur just is sailing across the map. Not done bad damage. He might chase this one up, actually. This light has spawned soon. There's a turret that goes down. Both players are pretty low, but Vengeur, he finds the damage that he needs. However, there's going to be immediately a major item picked up by Agent. And a rocket was found off the spawn, it looks like, which meant that Agent can fight straight away. I think Vengeur was relying on the fact that there wouldn't be that rocket lying there. Vengeur is trying to force something with just the machine gun. I do kind of feel like you have no choice. Agent's very early here, though. He's so early. Is this the play that allows the comeback? That's what I'm wondering. Again, those rockets have never been working. He needs to find a way in. Oh my god, he finds a window of opportunity for it. There's 2 direct rockets and he gets the LG. Turret down on the floor. He's found where Agent is. He starts to hit that LG. Agent trying to jump across, but he's not going to make it. We've got 145. There's still hope for Vengeur now. The huge rockets being landed by Vengeur. And again, there's no armor for Agent to work with. Another big rocket machine gun to come out. Agent just slips past. There's 5 seconds until this heavy spawns. This is asking a lot right now. And Vengeur, you can see how much he needs that item to spawn for him. Oh, this time it hits! The important one lands. He didn't get the LG, he didn't pick it up. And Agent's pushing past, actually. He's got some more ammo. He's blocking off the choke points a little bit. 68 health, but Agent shuts it down with 15 seconds remaining. He only has 8 health. And it looks like Vengeur's momentum is going to get shut down at last. I don't think there's a way to recover from this now. 1 HP. Agent will slip out of this. He'll hit a pummel on his way. And 13-11 is going to put Agent in the winner bracket final. Actually, I was losing track of time completely at the end there. Did not realize how little there was. Vengeur was so close to bringing that back. I was running out of breath. I need to remember to breathe here. Whew, what a series, guys. What a series. Agent takes it in the end.